Welcome back to Bridges. This is our second segment, and I am so excited to introduce local author Madeline Hampton. It's been a really long time since we've had a local author on Bridges, and it's one of our favorite things to do to introduce you to Toledo talent. And we've got quite a talent in Miss Hampton. She actually has a book coming out, Sky's the Limit, in 2 weeks. I think that's right. It's a trilogy. There's another book closely on its heels. Mr. and Mrs. Love Jones, as I remember that correctly.
Yes.
You are a busy young lady, and you're working full-time as well.
Yes, I am.
So this is what you want to do.
This is what I want to do. This is my dream, to be a bona fide full-time writer.
No kidding.
Yes.
and what you I know you're working another job full-time to help pay the bills.
Yes.
But you're writing as well all the time. How do you find time? You've got 2 books in publication or close to publication.
Yes.
How do you find the time to do this?
It's almost around the clock. I stay busy. I go home and I'm doing something every second. My husband actually has to say, sometime, when you're gonna go to bed? So, so I'm really busy.
Because you love it, yeah. Yes. Because you love it. It's so easy to do.
Yes,
it's so easy to do. Tell us about The Sky's the Limit. This is not your first book. We should let people know. Yes. This is actually The Sky's the Limit's your second.
Yes.
And your first book was what?
My first book was Behind Closed Doors. I self-published that novel with Author House Publishing.
Okay.
And which actually came out in July of 2005.
Okay.
Yes.
And Sky's the Limit is not a self-published book.
No. Sky's the Limit will be coming out with One Karma Publishing.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about
it. And your heroine is a young woman named Sky.
Yes. Her name is Sky Mitchell. And the novel pretty much chronicles her life. Everything that's happening, you know, in her world. So.
Rags to riches.
Yes, it's kind of rags to riches. Well, she actually started off with a very good job. She was in advertising, but she suddenly lost her job. She suddenly lost her townhouse in Manhattan, New York, and she finds herself in Creighton, Kansas. It's a fictitious
little town you made up.
Yeah, little town I made up.
It sounds real, though.
Yeah, it sounds real. And she suddenly finds herself there. Because she has a good friend, a very good friend who lives there, and she wants to start fresh.
And as I recall, there's romance and drama and all those things that make it a great summer read.
Yes.
Right? Are there trilogies? Are the trilogies a continuation of her life? Is that what those are about?
Yes, the trilogies are a continuation of her life.
Okay.
I actually wrote that novel over 2 years, so it was extremely long. But it's my baby. It's my joy.
and Mr. and Mrs. Love Jones, similar?
Mr. and Mrs. Love Jones is actually very different. A murder takes place in the beginning, and it is dealing with 2 attorneys that really get off on the wrong foot, but just simply because when the murder did take place, the defense attorney who winds up being, her name is Sharon, she winds up having to defend her godfather, and he is the mayor of Miami. So it's kind of one of those situations that the prosecuting attorney really does not want to like her because he hates her godfather, but there's a definite attraction there from the very start, and with her as well.
So it sounds like you are going to be the queen of summer romance novels.
I hope so.
And so when does that book come out?
That book is actually scheduled to come out in November of the same year, 2012. So I'm very excited about that. I got the word just yesterday that I'm actually going to have a celebrity on the cover. So
yes,
and I'm very excited.
Are you able to tell us? I know, but are you able to tell the world who the celebrity is?
Yes, I would like to tell the world. The celebrity is Brian White. Many people probably know Brian. I'm sure he has a very extensive fan base. He's been in 3 Tyler Perry movies. He has an extremely extensive resume. He was a former New England Patriot
player.
So he,
many of us know him from.
Yeah. So he, he played with Tom Brady. That's amazing. And I mean, his resume is just so long.
And you must be thrilled.
I am very thrilled. I'm very excited.
So what advice would you give to anybody out there who wanted to be an author? Because being an author is not something that's tied to age. It's something you can do anytime. So what would you say? Because it's not easy.
It's not easy. I would just say, you know, just attack your dreams. I kind of set.
I love that. Attack your dreams.
Attack your dreams. Cool. It's like I kind of set the bar like medium size for myself. I don't set it super high, but since I set it medium size, I just go for the gold, you know. And if I accomplish more than I set out to, I mean, that's great. But
go ahead.
Oh, but if I do what I really want to do in small steps, that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
So what do you do about those folks who tell you you can't do it?
I really don't listen. I mean, you know, I'm my own person. I make up my own mind, and I think I know in my heart that I can do whatever I want to do.
So when you got, and I'm assuming that it wasn't easy to get this second book published.
No, it wasn't. I actually had an agent that was working with me, but you know, things happen, and I had to really go at it on my own. And I'm just blessed and happy that God has blessed me to come in contact with Tiffany, who's my publisher of One Comma Publishing. She's the CEO. She's wonderful. She has worked with me when I did miss a deadline because I had some situations going on. She just said, you know what, we're going to do this. I want this book. We're going to do this. We're going to work together. And she said, I'm going to give you the time that you need. Tell me how much time do you need. And
so her support was really key.
Her support was really key
in moving this forward. And you're doing a book tour, I understand.
Yes. When Skies.
Well, first you have a book signing.
Yes, I have a book signing coming up later this month on the 30th, and it will be with Reynolds Corners Library on Door, and I'm pretty sure you guys know about that.
Yeah,
it's right down
the street.
And I'm very excited about that. It's June the 30th from 1 to 4. So everybody, come on out.
Books are not available yet, though.
Books are not available, but you can pre-order the copy of my novel on the One Comma website. Okay. So you can
which I think we actually have. There again is the book cover, The Sky's the Limit, and we actually have the website. We'll show you that. Oh, the website's on as well. Yep, there it is. The website's on as well, and you can order books from there, but you will also be able to order from those more traditional places as well.
Yes, you sure will.
The Amazons,
Barnes & Noble, you'll be able to order my novels.
So tell us about the book tour that's coming up.
The book tour really won't begin until after the Sky's the Limit 2 comes out, New Awakening, so that won't be until September. And my publisher will be setting up things for me at that time. So I'm very excited about that as well.
Do you know where you'll be going with the book tour?
No, I don't, but she is from Georgia. So I'm hoping I'm going to start there because I actually have had signings in Georgia before, and it was wonderful. I mean, it's amazing. I have relatives there, so I don't have to do the whole hotel thing if I don't want to.
Right.
I mean, it's a nice experience, but I have a lot of relatives who live in Georgia. So that's amazing right there as well.
Okay. And are the other two, I think I mentioned earlier that Sky's the Limit is actually part of a trilogy.
Yes.
And the other two books are written?
The other two books are written, yes. Sky's the Limit 2 New Awakenings that will be coming out in September is already written. And Sky's the Limit 3 Turbulent Waters will be coming out the first of the year. Actually, it's going to be New Year's Day, 2013.
And can you give us a little hint as to how Sky's life changes in New Awakenings?
It actually changes very drastically. She is starting to see herself in a new light. She comes into her womanhood, and the romance that she thought that was an uncharted part of her life that would not ever happen actually comes to fruition. So I guess that's a little sneak peek.
So are these books that you would encourage men to read as well? Because you know what, the men I know would say, oh, that sounds like a, girl's book.
Oh no, I encourage the men as well because maybe they can learn a few lessons. You never know.
Well, look at Derek, our camera. You listening, Derek? You think they can learn a few lessons?
I think they can.
All right, all right. What? And let me just ask for all the guys that are watching. What do you think is important for them to learn as they read this book?
I think it's important to know that a guy's opinion of a woman can really change. In the beginning, Cole had this extreme, you know, opinion of Sky because he met her in a certain light. But as the book continues, he starts to see her in a different way. And when a man actually sees a woman in a different light, he can imagine himself being with that lady and actually making a future with her.
So it's really about encouraging people to be open-minded.
Yes, yes, it really is.
To allow for opportunities to present themselves.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
One other thing I'd like to ask before we go this morning, is there advice that you would give to young authors, young aspiring authors? So many people want to be where you are, and you're in a pretty amazing place right now. Pretty amazing place. So, and you've been writing for how long?
Oh, actually, I've been writing since grade school. I used to, it's so funny, I used to write little short stories and sell them to my friends for like $3.
So you were a capitalist early on.
Yes, I was. Shame on me,
that's okay. That's really okay. Good for you. Good for you. So what advice would you give to somebody just starting out?
Like I said before, just go for the gold. Attack
your dreams.
Yeah, just attack your dreams. I have a cousin she's young. She's 18, and she at the time right now she's a playwright, and she's trying to write as well. And I encourage everybody, pick a dream and just shoot for it. Great. I mean, high or low, it doesn't matter. You can accomplish it.
As long as it's yours.
As long as it's yours
and it's driven by your heart, go for it.
Exactly. And pray.
And pray. Yes. Thank you so much, and congratulations, Madeline.
Thank you so
remember
much.
us little people when you're,
Yes.
rich and famous.
Oh,
okay.
yes.
All right. Stay with me though for just a second.
Yes.
We will be right back. Please don't go away.
No.